We will discuss the equipment used in volleyball. First, let us discuss what is volleyball. Volleyball is a team sport in which two teams of six players each try to score points on grounding a ball on the other team's court. The ball is typically volleyed back and forth over a net that separates the team's courts. Points are scored when the ball lands in the opponent's court, or if the opponent commits a fault, such as failing to return the ball or hitting it out or bounds. So, volleyball is a team sport with two teams of six players. Amni siya ang volleyball. Next, the volleyball court. A volleyball court is 60 feet by 30 feet and is divided by a net that is placed over the center of line. At the back of each side of the court is the service line. In the front of this, 10 feet from the net can be either side is the attack line. The court can be outdoors or indoors, and playing surfaces include wood, rubber, grass, or sand. So as we can see here in the figure, the the volleyball court is contains a back line, center line, sideline, and the service area. And we also have here the antenna, which is 2.43 meter for men, the 2.24 meter for women. Today, courts must meet the specifications set forth by USA Volleyball and the international governing body, if IVV. Indoor courts must measure 18 meters long by 9 meters wide and have an attack area demarcated 3 meters back from the center line. The lines used in the court should not be any wider than 5 meters. A space measuring 2 meters in any direction is recommended around the playing area of the court to prevent any accidental obstruction of play. Above the highest points of the net, there should be at least 7 meters of space to allow the ball free travel through 12 meters is recommended. So our volleyball court today must meet the specifications set forth used by USA Volleyball. Next, our volleyball net and poles. An official volleyball net will measure 30 feet long by 39 inches tall. For men's volleyball, it will be suspended 8 feet off the ground, while for women, it will be 7 feet and 4 inches. The net is held up by poles. Typically, volleyball nets will measure between 10.5 feet and 16 feet in height, made from steel or aluminum. They are designed to withstand any strains and tension throughout the course of the match. So our net must be um 2.43 meter for women and 2.24 meter for men. Um, Net height can vary depending on the age of the players and the class of volleyball being played. So it is not only varied for to your gender as a women or men, but also it's varies to the age of the players. The standard height used for men over the age of 15 is 2.43 meters, measured from the lowest point of the net to the court floor. For women over the age of 13, the standard measurement is 2.24 meters. The nets extend to each of the sidelines on the court and should be the same height at the both sidelines. The net itself is 1 meter wide. At either end of the net, an antenna is attached that is 10 millimeter in diameter and extend 1 meters above the net. These antennae are considered part of the net, are used to delineate the vertical crossing space. So as I said earlier, the net is not only based to the players but also to the age also of the players. Next, the ball. The ball used for volleyball is smaller than basketball bladder that was used originally. For indoor volleyball, it should have a circumference between 65 and 67 centimeter when fully inflated to an inner pressure between 4.3 and 4.6 pounds. Once inflated, the ball must weigh between 260 and 280 grams. So our ball must be inflated pressure between 4.3 and 4.6. So as we know now that the ball is smaller in size compared to the ball of a basketball ball. Next, the other valuable equipment and materials. First, our volleyball shorts. Volleyball shorts need to be supreme comfortably and allow you to move freely and without restriction. The volleyball shorts should be comfortably to in order to the players to play without restriction. And also, spandex is a super stretchable material that is perfect for your shorts, and you may be also wish to look for shorts that have moisture wicking material to keep you dry throughout the game. So it was recommended as spandex, a super stretchable material. So if you are trying to buy volleyball shorts, recommended ang spandex. Next, the volleyball t-shirt. Volleyball t-shirt, depending on whether you are playing indoor or outdoor and what the weather is like when you play, you can opt for the classic sleeveless athletic t-shirt or choose a long sleeve or sports shirt. Whether sleeve or sleeveless, volleyball t-shirts usually have a number on both the front and back and may carry your team's names and logo too. So it should have a number and logo of your team. Next, the volleyball shoes. Volleyball shoes have a gum rubber sole and are designed for the lateral movement that the sport requires. The middle of the sole is usually made of foam while the back is more likely to made from mesh or nylon. So it is volleyball shoes for those playing recreationally. A normal thinner may well be sufficient, but if you are playing more seriously, you will certainly benefit from wearing especially designed volleyball shoes for men and women. So if you are just playing recreationally, you can use your normal tennis. But if you are wearing playing internationally or serious, it will be recommended to have a shoes that usually made of foam. Next, volleyball braces, sleeves, and pads. Knee pads are the most important protection for volleyball players, with many low balls being hit. You will need to kneel to reach them. Bruising and floor burns can be common. So, while elbow pads aren't as important as considered as knee pads, many players will still use them for extra padding when making a dive to keep a volleyball in play. Arm sleeves are also sometimes worn for the same reason. The stress and strain that volleyball can place on your body can be particularly concentrated at the ankles. Ankles injuries are among the most common of all injuries that occur when playing volleyball, which which is why many players decide to wear ankle braces for additional supports. So important, the knee pads are very important because it will really protect your knee during the play. And also, even though the arm pads are less important, it will also be used to protect your elbow. And last, the volleyball penalty cards. Volleyball use yellow and red cards. Yellow cards are used to warn players of bad conduct without a penalty being enforced. Continual misconduct will lead to a red card and sanction being applied. This may be for the team to lose the points or lose service if they have possession. If referee holds both the red card and yellow card, then this is a dismissal of and the player must leave the court for the rest of the set. So as we can see in the pictures, if this scenario happened now in during the game, it is means that that the player must be dismissed and should leave the court and rest for a while. And And as summary, volleyball can be played on an indoor court or outdoor court, neither one requiring a lot of equipment. The basic equipment is simple, the net, two poles, and a ball. However, there are several choices and options available, plus additionally safety equipment. The right choice in equipment and gear can make the volleyball match more enjoyable and safe. And thank you for listening.